If you've clicked on this video, the chances are you know what 75 hard is. It's marketed as the ultimate mental toughness challenge, amazing if you're trying to lose weight and really get yourself back on track. But what if I told you that was actually the exact wrong approach if you actually want to lose weight and keep it off for the rest of your life, ladies? Picture this, right? You commit to 75 days of just pure tough hardness. You've set yourself all these rules, you're having to work out twice a day, you're only eating clean. You've set yourself all these rules in place for 75 days. What happens after 75 days? Well, you end up feeling burnt out, overwhelmed. You're thanking God that this 75 days has ended. And what's gonna happen is regardless of what progress you make in those 75 days, you're gonna lose it just as fast as you achieved it because none of these actions were sustainable in the long run. Hence why it's called 75-day hard and it's not called 365 consistent. Now, if you've done this before or you've been on similar challenges and this sounds familiar, you're gonna wanna keep watching because today I'm gonna break down exactly why these challenges don't work and what you need to be doing instead if you wanna make this year the year where you finally reach your goals and you never, ever have to diet again. Now, before we get into it, if you're new here, my name's Chen Yang and I have worked with thousands of busy women all around the world to help them lose weight and tone up in a way where they did not have to cut out the foods they love, they did not have to spend hours at the gym doing cardio or doing anything they don't enjoy, and most importantly, they've been able to actually create a long-term sustainable lifestyle change after their fitness journey. Now, over the years, I've seen countless clients come into us telling me that they tried all these fad diets, 75 hard, and they always felt like they just weren't disciplined enough to really keep the weight off. They just weren't disciplined or motivated enough to stick to their fitness journey. It just wasn't for them. But the problem wasn't them, it was rather the approaches they were taking. I'm sorry, but no one who is sane is going to be able to keep up with 75 hard or any sort of fat loss challenge for a consistent amount of time. It's just not possible, it's not enjoyable, and unless you're insane, I don't think most people could stay consistent to something like that. Now, I know what it's like to start these challenges. You feel extremely excited, extremely motivated. It's hard, but it gives you this endorphin rush, right? This adrenaline rush, and you're ticking off the days, right? And you're so proud of yourself because you see yourself tick off these days, and again, it's extremely hard, so it's super rewarding when you get to finish another day of this hard day. But what ends up happening is, you know what, you get exhausted, right? You feel overwhelmed and you have this one day where you fall off track slightly and then you feel like you've completely failed and you've completely failed your streak and it's game over. I've been there myself before. I used to go on all these different fad diets. I had this perfectionist mindset. I had this all or nothing mindset where I was either going to go super extreme into my goals or I just wouldn't do it, right? And what happened was I ended up running in circles. I would start off strong for a week, 2 weeks, maybe a month, 2 months, and then something would happen in my life. I would get stressed out. I had social occasions and I just thought, well, F it. I've already failed, I've already messed up, I'll try again next month or in 2 months time or the next year because I've already failed. And now what I've learned, obviously over just running circles for all those years, is that the secret to weight loss aren't these extreme challenges. The secret to weight loss isn't doing something that feels really hard and overhauling your whole life. The secret to weight loss is building habits that you can sustain for 365 days of the year because you simply enjoy these habits and they simply become part of your identity and who you are. So if you're wondering, well, why exactly do these challenges not work? Why should I not be doing 75-day hard? Here's why. Number one, it's unrealistically rigid. 75 hard requires you to do 2 45-minute workouts daily. I'm sorry, but who the hell has time for that? It requires you to drink a gallon of water daily, follow a strict clean diet, read 10 pages of a self-help book every single day. Now, honestly, some of these habits are actually really good for you, like drinking the water, getting those books in, but the problem is when it becomes so rigid that it starts feeling like a chore rather than a habit that you're positively creating and implementing and putting into your life. Now, this level of perfectionism does nothing but set you up for failure because life isn't going to be perfect. You're going to have those days where you can't read your book. You're going to have those days where you're short on the water, where you don't make it to your workout. So what's really important is that you shift your mindset to go from having a challenge to rather, I'm just going to implement a lifestyle change where on average, I'm implementing these really great habits for myself, but I also understand that I'm human and life happens and that's also okay. That is part of life itself. And finally, in regards to the 2 workouts per day, ladies, you certainly do not have to do that and you also don't want to. Your body needs rest. You're going to end up burning yourself out and stressing your body out, which is actually going to make it a lot harder for you to lose weight if you start working out 2 times a day. And again, we don't have the time for that. So instead, what I would do is I would focus on your main goals. So if your main goal is weight loss, then start implementing 2 to 3 habits that you know are realistic and sustainable and start building those habits over time. This could be going for a 30-minute walk every single day. It could be just cooking a few more meals at home. 80% of your meals you're going to eat at home rather than taking out. Really simple, small changes are going to be a lot more realistic, and it's going to set you up for more success than going all in at once. Now, the second reason why I wouldn't do 75-day hard or any other challenge is that, as I mentioned, like burnout is going to be inevitable. Regardless of how resilient and disciplined you think you are and how committed and motivated you are going to burn out eventually. Pushing your body with these intense workouts twice a day is going to do nothing for you but drive your cortisol through the roof, ladies. Again, you might be able to do that for 75 days, but what's going to happen after those 75 days? You're most likely going to dread the gym and actually end up hating the workouts. Now, weight loss is not about grinding harder, it's about working smarter, ladies. And ultimately, weight loss actually mainly comes down to your nutrition, and that's also not just eating clean and being strict, but rather managing your calories. So regardless of how intense you go with 75 hard, if you're not really managing your total calories, you're still going to struggle with sustainable weight loss. Now, also as a woman, 75 days is going to go through 2 period cycles, right? So what's going to happen is during these period cycles, your hormones are going to fluctuate, your mood, your craving, your weight, your energy, and you're going to have to listen to your body and really adapt things through your cycle. Now, 75 hard or any other challenge, any strict challenge, doesn't allow you to do that. It does not allow you to really listen to your body, to tune in and to do what it needs. Rather, you're going against your body, right? You're just sticking to some rules that people have made up that don't actually align with how you're currently feeling. Again, that's not going to be sustainable in the long run. And finally, most importantly, is 75 hard and any other challenge, generic challenge, is not made for you. It's not tailored for you. Your life, your schedule, your commitments, your responsibilities are going to be so different. If you're a mom, your life is going to look very different from a student's, right? If you're a nurse or a shift worker, and a lot of our clients are, that's going to look so different from a corporate girly. So to expect all of you to jump on the same challenge and have these same expectations and same demands every single day is just impossible. And again, you're setting yourself up for failure. So no wonder your fitness journey feels so unsustainable, so frustrating, right? It wasn't made for you and your life. So if you're asking, well, Chen Yang, what's the alternative? Because I've started this new year and all I'm seeing are these challenges, 75 hard, bikini weight loss challenges, summer shreds. Like, what else can I do to achieve my goals? Here's what I would recommend. Number one is focus on consistency over intensity. 365 days of consistency over 75 days of intensity. Instead of 2 workouts a day or 7 workouts a week, or going for hours on the cardio machine, aim for at least just 2 to 3 workouts per week. Literally, that is all you need. And if you can be consistent with that for the rest of your life, imagine how far you're going to get rather than doing 7 days a week of workouts for just 1 month. Number 2 is build flexibility into your diet. To lose weight, to tone up, to be healthier, fitter, doesn't require you to eat completely clean. It doesn't require you to completely restrict yourself. In fact, that's quite unhealthy mentally. What I would recommend is that you focus on nutrient-dense foods 80% of the time, right? Make sure you're getting all the nutrients you do need for your body, and then 20% of the time, go have fun. Life is too short not to have that extra cookie. Life is too short to not have that cake, to go out for a drink with your girls if you want to, right? So have the 80-20 balance, and again, that's gonna set you up for success in the long term. And finally, what I would recommend is really prioritize recovery and rest. I don't think people speak about this enough, and through my fitness journey, having competed in bikini bodybuilding shows, having run a marathon, done a high rocks, I've gone to a lot of extremes, and the one thing I wish someone had told me earlier was to really listen to my body, to not feel guilty for resting, and to also understand that as a woman, your body's built completely different from males. You can't compare yourself to what your boyfriend's doing, to what your male friends are doing. Really listen to yourself, because you're gonna make a lot more progress if you actually can be intentional with your rest and your recovery, just as intentional as you are with your workouts. Now, the reason why I emphasize the sustainability aspect so much is because, again, like having coached so many women, all of our clients have done the exact same thing. I think as women, I don't know why, we all end up going for these fad diets first. We go for these fat loss programs that ultimately make us dread our fitness journey, only to realize years down the line, 10, 20, 30, 50 years down the line sometimes, that actually the method that we needed was something that was actually a lot more sustainable and actually a lot more enjoyable. Clients like this below, they've all achieved amazing results and they have not had to restrict themselves. They've had holidays, they've had weddings, Chinese New Year, Christmas, right? They've gone away for holidays and traveled and eaten out every single day. And the reason why they've actually lost weight and kept it off, and the reason why they feel confident in their own bodies, is because they have a lifestyle now. They have knowledge, they know how to listen to their bodies, how to actually work out and nourish their bodies in a way where they don't need to feel like they're ticking off the day by day, or following a strict program, but rather it's a lifestyle for them. Now, if you're ready to leave behind all these unsustainable challenges and you're ready to actually commit yourself to go on a sustainable and flexible lifestyle journey that's going to help you get in shape and actually stay in the shape for the rest of your life, I've got something exciting for you. I've just released a New Year Reset program, and this has been created to give you that kickstart that you need for this year to really get the wheels in motion, content to really set up those long-term sustainable habits and to also give you the right knowledge so that you never fall for those fad diets or those challenges or those marketing tricks again. Now, not only this, during our journey together, we'll also teach you everything you need through our one-to-one coaching so that you never ever have to work with someone again on your fitness journey because you have the right knowledge in place. You have all the knowledge that me and my coaches have. Now, there is one caveat. This program is only for women who are actually seriously committed to reaching their fitness goals this year. We don't want to waste your time, so I want to be transparent. If you're looking for a fad diet, another quick fix because, oh my gosh, you want to lose 10 pounds in the next 2 days, we're not for you, okay? We're here to help you get insane results at a speed that you wouldn't think would be possible, but in a way that's actually sustainable. We're going to teach you everything you need to know. So you need to be coachable and you need to come in actually wanting to learn. What I can guarantee is that if you are ready to learn and you're ready to commit to yourself and you do want to achieve your goals, we will be able to help you reach your goals with a 100% success rate. Now, if this sounds like you and it sounds like something you could really benefit from, just click the link below to book in a free consult call with me or my team. And what we'll do is we will look at where you are right now, where you want to be, what the gap is that's holding you back from reaching your goals, and we'll create a step-to-step guide with you to teach you exactly how you're going to get there. Now, to be completely transparent, at the end of the call, if you're like, hey, I want to work with you girls, like I want your help, cool, we'll tell you exactly how to get started. And also, if by the end of the call you're like, actually no, this isn't for me, that's also absolutely okay. You get to walk away with your step-to-step guide and you can go try and implement it yourself. So there's absolutely nothing to lose, but everything to gain. So it'd be amazing to see you on the other side. It'd be amazing to grab a call with you. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next upload. Bye.